Hi everyone, my name is Adam. I'm one of the co-founders and the COO at Econolytics. And what I want to talk to you about today for about 8 minutes or so is point of interest data. So what we do at Echo day in and day out, we are helping companies to better understand the physical world around them. And we collect loads of different data sets in order to do this. And the cornerstone data that we use is a point of interest data. So starting off, what is a POI? What is a point of interest? So that's basically any kind of place where people go on purpose in a physical world. So places like malls, restaurants, shopping centers, stadiums, grocery stores, you name it. And a typical POI data set, at least in our data, looks more or less like this. So you have a POI name, you have a brand, categorization of this place, location status, address, precise location of it, opening hours, stock ticker, so like some richer data as well. And you might be wondering, why am I talking at the digital marketing conference about points of interest? The reason is that there is more and more advertisers using this type of data in order to achieve two primary things. So first of all, run more meaningful impressions. And second of all, is to improve the return on ad spend and also improve the measurement of it. So how is it happening? How do they do this? So let's jump a bit deeper into use cases. First of all, what we do with what we provide the data for our customers is something called audience attribution. So it allows you to take on a place, and if you have any kind of foot traffic data from telcos, and you want to understand what kind of audience is getting there, you want to create an audience, like for example, auto intenders. If you want to see who's buying a car, you need to know where car dealerships are. So that's the first thing, and then you can activate based on that. Geofencing is another thing. So if you want to prompt users of your app on with specific messaging, if they enter an area or if they're around a certain locations, that's something that you need precise points of interest for that as well. Another use case is on hyperlocal campaigns. So if you're targeting entire neighborhoods and you want to know what types of businesses are in there, and again have more meaningful campaigns, points of interest give you that kind of information. And last but not least, there is a measurement piece. So if you want to understand what kind of uplift your advertisements caused at the POI level, that's again something that you need good granular point of interest data in order to understand it, and tie to different data sets, like again, footfall traffic, for example. So now, why are we putting so much attention into quality? So what we do day in, day out is points of interest data. We don't do it because we have a navigation system or whatever. We really prepare them for data science. And what we found out when we first went into this business is that there is a big churn in terms of changing points of interest all the time. So you would think that there is a store and it's always there. It isn't. Since March 2020, 15% of stores either closed, changed their operating hours completely, and there's also all the new stores opening up in their places. We also saw that the accuracy of points of interest is usually poor, because they usually are developed for navigation purposes, not really for data science purposes. So if you want to do something more with the data, you need to have something much more accurate than 50 to 250 meters from where the place actually is. As well as points of interest usually that are in the market have very inaccurate boundaries. So you don't really know where this place is, where it begins, where it ends. So how does it look? So that's one of the typical data problems that we are solving. Very often you have street level address and street level positioning of a place, but the place is actually further away, where the DHL pack station is. So what's happening if you're trying to attribute your audience, or if you're trying to run any campaigns, you'll run it somewhere in this circle area, it means you probably get somebody from Opel, somebody from a school, and lots of traffic in the street that is not really qualified. So our job is to, now the clicker doesn't work, now it works, is to create something much more precise with the point of interest data in the middle of the rooftop, with information on the polygon, with the precise metadata on the POI itself as well. So that's really where we are different, not only providing specific points, but also providing shapes around them. Our data is updated monthly because that's the changes that are happening in the real world need to be really updated on a regular basis. And our data is ready to use, so you don't need to look out somewhere else. We're very comprehensive. And we're based in France. That's also why I don't speak German to you today. But we are very EU-centric. We have more than 3 million places that we monitor monthly in Germany alone, and it's increasing every month. We are monitoring more than 4,000 brands as well worldwide, and worldwide we cover 43 million points of interest, which is also increasing all the time. So if you have needs in other countries, if you want to run campaigns, if you want to attribute, and segment users, that's something that we can help in other locations as well. And talk to us. Come by. We're right over there in a startup corner. It's booth C043. So we are very happy to talk to you. If you have any questions, look for people in hoodies like that, and they will help you out with more details. I yield my time. I have 58 seconds left. Thank you very much.